Hey there, all you creepers and reapers. My name is Anna, and I am your co hostess of Femme Fatalities. I am here with
Hey, Grieflings and Frightlings, it's Margaret, and Anna and I are doing a little, I guess, like our own little public service announcement today to support everybody. Anna.
Absolutely. So, right now, we know that a lot of people are dealing with a lot of feelings of uncertainty. And we are here just to talk about that a little bit and maybe some coping mechanisms that might be useful to you, ideas that could potentially be helpful to you, and maybe some different perspectives that may help with just your viewpoint of what is currently going on in life.
Mhm. Yes, yes. Um, so yes, we're going to throw some pointers. First, I want to validate for everybody, as a mental health clinician, I hear a lot of people talking about feeling very dysregulated. And the goal is not for us always to be regulated. Regulated is not like I'm always regulated. We get dysregulated when we're stressed, when there is danger in the air. So I really want to validate if you're struggling to regulate your nervous system, your emotions, it's because you're experiencing a lot. If I feel threatened, I'm not going to be regulated. Like if somebody trips and falls into me, I am not going to be regulated. So reminding yourself, checking in, like, yeah, I am dysregulated. Work is stressful. I watch the news, that's stressful. I got into a fight with my spouse. I'm grieving, whatever's going on in your life that you are dysregulated. And what tools do you need to help you feel safer, to help you feel connected?
Absolutely. And those tools and tips and tricks look different for everyone else. And that's okay. Not everyone is going to think the same or process things in the same way. It's important to be understanding and kind, not only towards others, but also towards yourself. I know for me, I've just been kind of hearing and seeing a lot of uncertainty and anxiety and stress, and how that can cause individuals to lash out at groups or others, even in what we might consider to be more of an educational or professional setting. And that is happening with a higher frequency, just in terms of Margaret and I discussing our own experiences, in terms of what we're observing through articles and seeing on the news. And realistically, I think that uncertainty is a feeling that we have all the time. It's just at different levels. So I don't want to say let's normalize uncertainty, but it is something that we're going to have throughout our lives. Um, with that being said, I control me. I don't control anyone else, right? So my job is to make sure that I'm doing things to keep my mental health on a positive, aligned path to the best of my ability. And that's a very easy thing to say, not as easy to do. And it can be very difficult to focus and maintain when we're surrounded by so many others that maybe aren't as interested in doing that, or don't have the resources, or haven't given the thought or time to even seeking out those resources and supports. So I think that some of the things that can be helpful would be if you have safe people, safe friends, to talk to them, spend time with them. You maybe not even talk about what's going on. Maybe you want to leave the anxiety in the location or realm where it is. Still spend time with those safe people, the ones that understand that you have a point of view, that your experience is different than theirs, and that's okay. The ones that are there to support you and also to engage with you, because it doesn't always have to be a consistent reflection of feeling and behavior. It can also be some enjoyment in life too. And you owe yourself that you have to try and use the balance sheet to the best of your ability. If you really do find yourself truly struggling and need some tools that are going to work. Local supports and services for mental health typically are available if you live in a small or rural area where there may not be a mental health organization close to you. There are a lot of online resources as well that are going to help connect you with those tools and resources. Margaret, what are your thoughts? What would you suggest as well?
Yes, thank you. I love that you bring up community because community is huge. Who is your community? How do you connect with your community? Is that close friends? Is that your community that you live in, your work community? Looking at your communities, who are the safer people in your community? Who are the resources? What are the resources that you have access to support you? Also, in that there is, like Anna also touched on, finding your joy in uncertainty and things are scary. We still get to tap into joy. I'm wearing my monkey shirt today and it has not seen it. In that movie, it's about death and a lot of death happening. And one of the takeaways is the family's grieving and they're going to dance because you can still dance. You can still find the joy. You can still connect, even though all this heartache and fear and trauma is happening. You still get to dance. So I encourage you to, what is your dance? What is your joy? What is how you connect and really lean into those? Because the uncertainty, like Anna said, it's not going away. It's going to be there. It's going to ebb and flow in its intensity. So, and like Anna said too, what do you have control over? Oh, how am I dancing today?
Absolutely. And it's great to have happy, progressive, productive outlets that are healthy. And I think in times of uncertainty, it's very easy to go to maybe not the most ideal comfort behaviors. For me, those bags of Cheetos are always really appealing, but I know that that's not the best option. So it is really helpful to establish what makes us joyous, what is helpful to us, that is going to not be unhealthy either.
Yes. And not to beat yourself up if you have a really horrible day and you grabbed a bag of Cheetos. You are human. And sometimes we take care of ourselves with what we have, and that is perfectly okay. Sometimes we have no capacity and we're like, there's the Cheetos, and I can't even process why I want to eat the Cheetos. I just know I feel better and I want to feel better. It's okay because tomorrow's a new day. It'll be another minute, another hour that you will have the capacity to deal with what you're feeling.
Absolutely. And just know that, you know, times are to come. Some are going to be better, some are going to be about the same, some may differentiate in other ways, but, part of life and navigating it is doing something that is helpful to yourself so that you are able to be there for others too. And I think we talk so much about individualized mental health and helping ourselves that um, it's worth mentioning being in a position to help other people is very important too. It's not something that's mandatory or that everyone has to do, but if you're able to navigate your journey and maybe you know that someone else is struggling, it's just as important to reach out to them as well. Check in on your friends, check in on your family, check in on that colleague you worked with 10 years ago that just crossed your mind because, one text message, one phone call, one drop by the house with a bag of muffins or a big bowl of fruit salad could really have the potential to turn someone else's day around.
Yes, again, that community, how are you connecting?
Absolutely. And if you're struggling with the concept of connecting with people, that's okay too. It can be very difficult to want to connect or feel like you have the ability to connect when there are times of uncertainty, anxiety, tremendous stress. And that is a normal feeling. It's a normal reaction. Know that your feelings are valid, that there's nothing wrong with you. You're not going crazy. You're not a hermit. You're just experiencing life, and that's okay.
Yes, that's okay. Wherever you are.
Absolutely. So, from us to you, just know that we're all in this together. It's going to be okay. If you feel like it's not okay, there are supports and services out there available to you.
And even if it
And
doesn't feel okay, that's okay too right now.
absolutely. Yes, but I will remind you, even though this is our little PSA, please make sure that you drink your bruja brew, you eat your coffin cookies, and howl at the moon.
Yes, like, subscribe, follow, share with us. What helps? What is your joy? What is your dance? What, when you have a bad day, do you find helps you reconnect with you and your community and to remind yourself that you are loved?
Absolutely. And until next time, take care.
Bye.